This is my story of how I'm a piece of shit.
Okay.
This is sick, guys. This is life.
This
is first grade is the best.
Elementary
We're
school
rocking
was
Robin
so sick.
all day long.
Be the dude.
That way.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yo, shout out Call of Duty Black Ops 6 coming out real soon. Fucking NCAA coming out real soon. PS5. Hit me up. Let me know. I'm always trying to play. How many of these have you won? What are all those?
Oh, okay.
Those are Super Bowl ones?
Okay. So
Replicas?
yeah, man. Welcome. So yeah,
Yes.
hold on. I gotta grab. But,
Oh yeah, when are you going on that trip?
So we leave Friday.
Oh,
Next
Friday?
Next Friday, yeah. So we leave that and then we come back. And then when we get back, like, is really when we want to try and figure out, like, a plan for the
Right.
draft and everything. Because we want to get everyone together. So, like, do this.
Yep.
And, like, I'll move everything over there. We'll have the draft, like, on the screen.
Right,
So,
right,
like,
right.
we can still draft from our phone, but everyone's together and you get to see it on the screen instead of, like, looking.
Yeah.
And we'll,
That's sick.
the amount of people who show up will be here.
Right.
So,
Well, it's not much either. It's like 10 people.
yeah. That's the league trophy.
Yep.
The winner will hold on to it. The only reason the guy who won doesn't have it is because this dude like jumps states all the time. So
Oh, Jesus Christ.
and he like, this is Cam's ring from like 2 years ago.
Holy
yeah,
shit.
dude, yeah, they're like legit.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Bro, I'd wear this everywhere.
yeah.
He's got big fucking fingers. I thought I had big fingers. Oh, it fits.
Oh, well, the issue is honestly is like they don't even like they're not sized very well.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like half of these don't fit. Or
Oh,
like
it fits
they
my middle
struggle.
finger. That's a good finger. Oh, God.
Yeah. And I think it's like as large as it gets.
As it's stuck on my finger.
Yeah, that's normally how it goes, to be
There
honest.
we go.
But
Ring finger's good.
yeah. So that's what like the money goes to.
Yeah.
Is the ring for the winner.
Index. I would
Yeah.
wear this all the fucking time. Bro,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Right? How sick.
12 and
it's-
2
Yeah.
in the record.
Oh yeah.
That's
And then like
sick.
on the inside of it we can put something.
Yeah. It's hard to read. Oh, wait. Brother, that's sick.
Oh, on
Episode
the
14.
and he put like the timestamp of
Yeah.
like when he like called it when we like were recording. He was like, "I'm gonna win. I'm
Yeah.
gonna win." Because at the time I had won 2 championships in this league. My
Wow.
brothers
How
had
long you
won
been doing
2.
that? 2015?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. The only issue is like it's obviously been a lot of like leeway. Like
Yeah.
actually, only one person who's won isn't in the league anymore.
Oh, wow.
But yeah.
Fuck that guy. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No.
Pussy.
Yeah, right?
But
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's sick.
Yeah.
So
So
I'm pumped.
yeah, dude.
I usually suck at it, but now I'm going
Oh yeah.
to try. I got to do my research.
I worked with 2 guys. One of them just left because like I can't get a hold of him. I can't find him. Dude deleted Facebook. I don't have his phone number. No one can get a hold of him. So I'm like, all right, dude's out of the league.
Yeah.
You're in.
Yep.
Because I was like, all right, you're also gonna like try. He would also like quit. So
Yeah,
that's
no,
been
no,
the
no.
issue. You know, every year like we'd have like a quarter of our league would be people who like start and then
Yeah.
like bail
Oh,
out
if that's the
halfway
case.
once they start losing. And you're like,
Yeah.
I get it, but like we're trying to come up with like a punishment for the loser.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And like I got that like wall of shame. It's like, oh dude, going so. I'm trying to make.
This is sick, guys.
Oh, dude.
This is crazy.
So like even losing isn't bad.
Oh.
It's heavy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Wow. That's lit.
yeah, we just started that, but like we want an actual punishment.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
for people to have to do.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
That's crazy.
But-
Wow.
Yeah. So like loser will, I don't know, because we couldn't decide like if a loser will hold on to this or not. Because there are some people where you're like, I don't know if I trust you.
No.
Like same with like the guy who won. I'm like, I don't know if I trust you.
Yeah,
with the
right.
Trophy.
Was that last year's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
But it's like stuff like that. Like 2015, we got all the years, so it's like something that holds on to. You get a ring, so you constantly know you won.
Mm-hmm. Dude.
And I knew you'd be very into it.
Yeah. I've always wanted to do stuff like
Oh, it's
this,
sick.
but my friends.
That's the problem. Like you need people who are into it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, this is crazy.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Honestly, and it's like, let me find the place like we get them from. They're really like not that much.
Right?
Like
Well, I mean, you got 10 PS, $200.
yeah.
If this is $200, that's really fucking good. Obviously not
yeah.
super real diamonds, but you never know, honestly. It's there. It looks fucking sick. Now, can you pick?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I'll do. Like, once the league starts, yeah, okay, so they're called custom fantasy rings.
Huh.
And, like, they expanded. Like, since us doing this, they've gone to baseball and basketball.
Wow.
And, like, they'll do corporate or school, but, like, their football rings, dude, like, they got choices. So, like, it changes.
Wow.
Yeah, so, like...
Oh, okay.
The money goes to whatever one you decide, and it'll go. And they're all like different. You get to choose colors and what you want on it. It takes a while to come, but
Right? Hey.
it's sick. It's always here before the draft, so you get to.
Here, my cheap ass. I'm looking at the one that's on sale.
Well, it's like, oh, dude, it's just so sick. It's so.
This
fun.
one is nice. I like this one.
Yeah.
And then you just add on to a 2-timer,
Yeah.
3 times. Like,
Mhm.
that's
Yeah.
sick.
Cause like so for I'll get them like, cause like all the leagues I'm in
Oh,
like.
so that's your
Yeah,
two.
these are mine.
Oh, all of them?
Yeah.
Holy.
They're not all from this one.
Yeah.
2 are from.
The 2 times from this league.
Yeah, these are from our league.
Yeah.
Cause like when we decided to do it, my older brother had won in, I think, maybe 19. That's when we started.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, I want to do this. He was like, I want. So I got that for myself because it was like.
I'm gonna
50
take
bucks.
it if I don't. It's so sick.
But I was like, all right. And then that next year I won, and I found that company that did that.
Right.
And I was like, oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because, like, why else pay? Because, like, yeah, it's because I was in a league once where one of the ones I won was, like, the same thing. Everyone pays $20 and you just get that money. So I just took that money and I bought a ring.
Yeah. I'd rather do
Yeah.
that.
I was like, I'd
than-
rather have, like, what am I going to do? Pay for gas for a couple
Yeah.
weeks? Like, who cares?
Exactly. That's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
That's so sick.
So, like, I won Maddie's family's
Yeah.
fantasy league, and I like told I was like, I'm in school, I'm not gonna buy myself a ring, and I found another company that does it for like $50. It's pretty nice, so I'm like, fuck it, like I won, I need one. I have to represent.
Dude, now I'm just gonna.
Oh, it's so sick.
I'm gonna start 7 of my own.
Oh yeah,
Win 7 all in one year.
That's how it happens. Here. That's why I was like, I couldn't take it if you don't want to hold it.
No.
It's definitely heavy.
That's nice though.
It's and like we can't decide on like an actual like decision on like a punishment.
All you guys got hair.
I'm getting rid of it on Sunday.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Just a fade or no?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I have where our big one we always want to do, always say, is because it's also like I also look at it as all like I can make content out of it.
Yeah.
But we love the 24-hour thing at like
Oh,
a
like
diner.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
like whatever you eat is minus an hour or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
That would be crazy.
but that's the hard part. Is like someone who gives a shit has to lose.
Yeah.
Like the person who lost last year, it was one of Cam's friends, but
Yeah.
like he was a kid who tried like halfway through, but he's also in college. So when he
Yeah.
started to lose, he was like, "All right, well,
I could do a 12.
yeah."
I could do a 12-hour. I couldn't do a 24-hour.
Well, that's why we were like, that's why it's like
Yeah.
we like the idea of like, you eat 10 pancakes minus 10 hours.
Yeah.
You're done.
Holy shit. 10 pancakes.
Yeah.
So much. 10 pancakes.
For sure. Or whatever. Like, that's why we were like, whatever.
Yeah. No, that's...
But, yeah. And then we were talking about it yesterday. I'm gonna put up like a poll for it.
Yeah.
Because we have to decide like draft order.
Mm-hmm.
And then like with that becomes like the division, because there's
Yeah.
2 divisions, and I don't think it really makes a difference. I think it just breaks it down on like who you play when.
Right.
But so the one we were like, all right, we're gonna do this is we're gonna pay like someone cheap on Cameo and do that and have them decide the draft order.
Yeah.
That way it's like,
Dude, it's gotta be someone famous.
That's why
gotta be.
Cameron was looking it up last night and he
Some
found.
famous people do cheap.
Oh yeah, he
cameos.
found the guy from Last Chance U, Coach JB.
Mm.
The one, the one is that crazy dude. He was like, that one's
Always
like,
swearing? Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
that dude's like, I can't remember, like $50. Like it's so cheap. And I was like, that might be the dude.
That would,
Da-na-na-na.
yeah. That would be legendary.
Yeah, that's why we were like, because like last year I think we just did a wheel and it was like, okay, it's fair, but it was like very anticlimactic.
Yeah.
So, but we're gonna look it up, decide like 3 people, and then let everyone vote on who they want to have decide. So
That's sick.
yeah,
That's
but
awesome.
see, that's what's fun. Like
Mhm.
now because like you'll give a shit, so
Mhm.
we're like, okay, it's one more person who gives a shit.
Yep.
So it's like each year we've really built it more and more. Because like honestly, like these first few years, like really only like the 3 or 4 people cared.
Really?
Yeah, it was so rough. Like I used to have to like talk a buddy or 2 into playing, just
Yeah.
to like fill the league. So it was always annoying.
Yeah, and that's just...
So it's hard to like do stuff to care. It really became just like me and my brothers talking shit about it to each other.
Exactly.
And
Well, and I feel like
Yeah.
towards the end, if people do like just give up,
Yeah, and it makes
it's
it
like
not-
4 or 5 of
Mhm.
us,
So yeah, exactly.
and that makes it almost a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it definitely made it a lot better to when I won. When
Yeah.
I'd be like, I won, and they'd be like, it's bullshit. Like half the league doesn't play. I was like,
Yeah.
well, I won.
Well, yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that was the only good part. Is like that first championship. Whew, it was an
That's
easy breezy
sick.
move.
Wow. Oh, I'm pumped.
Yeah.
Gotta
So-
do it for all of them. Basketball.
That-
Basketball is confusing for me. but
Yeah.
It's like fantasy basketball.
Well, when I saw they start doing those rings, I was like, "Fuck, I might have to put the other basketball." Like, I was like, "I want a fucking basketball ring."
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. I've never done it.
Yeah. I've only done it once, and
It seems really confusing.
it's... I don't even know.
Her family does like a hockey one. And
Ooh.
every year they're like, "You want to?" And I was like, "No."
Nope.
I was like, "I don't get it. Makes no sense."
Yeah, the points.
I barely know what I'm looking at sometimes when I
Yeah.
watch a game. I'm not gonna know.
First
fantasy.
assist, second assist.
Yeah,
You get points for an assist.
makes
and
no sense.
Then
But then like your games can last like 2 weeks.
yeah,
You're like, what?
yeah, because they
What
won't
is this?
play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, what? How does this even make sense?
Just let me know how I do at the end.
Yeah, right.
That's
yeah,
literally-
I'll just throw it out there. You tell me.
Auto.
I don't
yeah.
think I was in. I don't think I started
No.
school last time. Yeah.
No.
So I'm like a month
For barber?
in. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
dude, so stressful.
Oh, I can
That shit's
only
rough.
imagine.
Yeah. What are you doing with your summer so far?
Nothing.
Are you working through the summer or no?
No.
Like, how's
Well,
that work?
So, I haven't really decided what I'm doing yet.
Yeah.
Trying to find something overnight, I think,
Oh yeah.
just for the time being,
Yeah.
just to be home more. 3 of my kids are going to be in school, so it'll
Mhm.
just be, she works night shift, so in
Yeah, might as
reality,
well.
we'd have all day,
Exactly.
so, and then I can sleep whenever.
Yeah.
I want.
That's true.
So,
Yeah.
So
That is the sweet thing about working nights is like,
Yeah.
it's so easy to
and
do.
then
like,
kids just going to school.
Yeah.
It's like
And like, you're not missing anything. They'd be in bed. So
Exactly.
It's like, who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my plan.
Are you gonna go back to the school?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't think so.
No.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I think I'm gonna take at least until Maverick gets into middle school. I'm not middle school. Kindergarten.
Mhm.
So 4 years.
I'm gonna wait like
I'm
8
gonna-
more years.
No, like 12. I'm gonna wait till he's 12 years old to go back to being a para. I'm gonna be 40. I'm gonna wait till I'm.
Don't say that. That's
I'm
that's awful.
gonna wait till I'm
Oh.
40 to be a para.
Do you know how much
again.
that hurts? Because I'm like, oh shit, like I don't
Bro.
have a kid yet. Like at least you'll have a kid who's that age. Like,
Dude, to even think 12 years from now, my youngest will be 17. Not Maverick, but
yeah,
our youngest daughter.
This next
She'll
year,
be
yeah.
17.
that's nuts.
I'll be 40 with the 17, 18, and a 19-year-old. And a
That's so
and a
stressful, dude.
and
That
a
sucks.
13-year-old.
Because when you hear like 12 years, you're like, that's not a long time.
When
'cause,
you
like,
have kids,
What was? Because 28,
27,
17.
Yeah.
17, 12
Yeah.
years, or
Yeah,
16,
15, 12 years ago.
something like that.
27 minus 10, 17 minus
28.
2. You're 28?
Yeah.
Did you say back here?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I stayed back in first grade.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. Yeah. Me, Kim Green, and Scott Martell.
In Spiro.
And Spiro did too?
He stayed back at some point because he was in my first grade class, and then he wasn't.
Huh.
I'm pretty sure.
He must have been on like.
Maybe I'm wrong.
That's the hard part of like when like how our first grades were like all the grades were split into like 2 or 3 classes.
Mm-hmm.
Because maybe you might be right. Because like I only knew me, Kim, and Scott did because we were all in the same class.
Yeah, who did you have? You had
It was I had Miss Beatty,
Miss Beatty.
dude.
Wait. When I was in first grade, if you stayed back in first grade, oh wait, no, your first year. You guys stayed back?
Yeah. So I did first grade twice.
Now I'm just confused because when I was in first grade, it was
Like Raven Penguin,
yeah.
David something. That dude's is he still alive? I always
David
saw that.
Austin.
Who?
David Austin.
I think so. He lived across the street.
Across the street, dude. He was a good friend of mine in elementary school.
Yeah, I remember. Like, I remember being kind of friends with him and friends with Raven. But I remember always seeing him and being like, "That dude's a lunatic." I was
Yep.
like,
Oh, he was-
knowing I'm like, I can't be friends with you when I'm older.
Yeah.
Like, you're a crazy
He was-
person.
It was crazy. It was crazy time.
He's a like lunatic.
From what I've heard, I have not seen or heard anything of him.
I have zero clue what happened to him past first grade, to be honest. But then there was
I
like
was
a
friends
talk.
with him in middle school,
Oh, really?
and then that's when
Yeah. He did. He always gave off the vibe of a kid who was going to go down a rough time.
Oh yeah,
But that seemed like the household. But
yeah. But first grade, it was Miss Counter, now Miss Herrick,
yes,
Miss Vianney, and Roberge
in first grade,
in first grade.
I had Miss Beatty. I know I did because I had Miss Beatty twice. We all stayed because like when I stayed back, my mom fought for it. That's why like I'm so close with this woman. Like Miss, like I could.
Oh, she's like
she's
the greatest
She's the best person ever.
ever.
And then like when we went into 3rd or 4th grade, whatever.
third
year,
grade.
is when she moved.
Yep.
And like my mom went to the school.
Oh,
'cause,
so
like,
you had her with Jelly, then? Because Jelly
Yes.
had her in third grade.
Yeah.
And that was like a big thing for her.
What are you doing?
I'm calling in to say hi to Zach.
How's it going?
How we doing?
Oh, not too shabby. Living.
My chair?
Yeah, it's nice. It's comfy. I'm a little sunk in, I think, from the last time I was here.
Don't touch my stains. Those are my tape.
Yeah, I got you. Don't worry. Might add a couple.
So Josh
What?
is a little too scared to come play basketball here with me at the Y. Any words of encouragement for him, Zach?
I live right down the road from the Y.
I don't know. I told Josh to invite you to come play basketball, but he was too scared to come play.
Bro,
Yeah,
you
no,
asked at like 11 o'clock.
Yeah, and I got 4 kids, man. I got lucky to get out of the house for this.
Yeah, you were gonna get there at 1:30. Basketball starts at 1. We just finished up. You guys could have played. We could have played fours.
Yeah, but then we would have had to come all the way back here.
I would have had to
done
go
this.
home,
Yeah, dude.
shower, and like, I'm a
don't
big
know.
guy. I get sweaty. I get real sweaty.
I'm hot and sweaty right now, dude.
See.
I'll tell you, I just put up 6 different triple doubles,
Oh my
windmill
God.
dunk, and an alley-oop. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. I
I
would have
guess
been
you guys
doing a
aren't
lot of
ready
bending
for it.
over, catching my breath.
You can't trust the thing he says because last week he was like, I hit a game winner and then I also stopped. I also assisted a game winner and then I did that. And you're like, oh, so you did the game winner and assisted the game winner, huh? That's crazy. Wow.
No, Josh. The first game, I hit the game winner from 3, from like 3 feet behind the paint, dude. It was pretty sick. And
That
then the next
sounds so
game, we
sick.
played fours the short way, and I blocked them to tie.
Yeah.
Got the ball, passed it down for the assist and win.
Oh, wait. Hold on. So, did you... He does that shit where like he'll constantly hang up and he'll like pretend he's about to say something
Yeah,
rash,
yeah.
and then he hangs up.
Oh, so you just got him.
So yeah, I always have to like anytime I get an opportunity, I always send it back.
That's awesome.
But
That's so funny. But yeah, third
damn,
grade.
so we were in first grade together.
I guess I remember. So you, Scott, and Kim.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
crazy. That I don't remember Beatty because I thought it was just the 3. Because Herrick and Vienna.
I thought he was second grade.
No, she.
She's in second grade.
She was first grade when I
Oh,
was.
you're right. You're right.
And we didn't know they were dating.
I know.
And
How
then they got
crazy was
married.
that when they got married? And I
Come
was
back.
like,
I think it was the next year,
Yo.
and she's Mrs. Herrick, and I'm like,
whoa.
I had the biggest.
Oh, really?
Oh my god. I was first grade. I was
Yeah.
6, 7
That
years
is true,
old.
yeah.
7 years old, and she's 20 something, and we're
Yeah.
dancing like all day. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
this is life.
This is
This is first grade is the best.
Elementary
We're
school
rocking
was so
Robin
sick.
all day long.
It's just
Jackson
rockin'
5,
Robin all the
like,
time.
Oh,
Dude, Loudon Elementary was so much fun.
dude, you come in before the construction was,
Ooh.
I think, my favorite time.
Before the playground
Yeah.
update, when it was
No.
like wood.
Before the gym.
Oh yeah.
When I was in 5th grade,
When the calf and everything was the same thing.
yeah, the
That was
gym
nice.
cafetorium.
Ooh, that was nice.
My 5th grade year was when all of the construction was done.
Yeah.
We never got to use the gym. Towards the end of the year,
Oh.
they're like, "Oh, it'll be done this time." That time comes up. Oh, the floor's not ready yet.
Yeah.
Never got to use it ever.
Yeah, because you guys were the first ones in those 2 or 3 new classrooms, right?
No,
In the wing, you guys didn't.
no, that was all.
Oh, we were the first.
You were the first.
Because I remember
we were-
I remember they made a big deal about us being in there. They're like, "This is."
First.
Oh.
You guys were first. We had to. We watched everything,
That sucks.
and we couldn't touch it.
That sucks.
We weren't allowed.
so much. It's
Yeah.
just like looking at the window of like new toys you can't touch.
Yep.
No.
So first grade, you come in through the front there,
Mm-hmm.
the office. Like
That you have to walk down super steep steps.
I don't even remember it. Working there last year,
Mm.
their quiet room is where
The office.
was where Miss Gathering was.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know she was there. But I guess I'm only remembering in 5th grade when she moved down to where they are now.
Yeah.
But I don't remember. I remember summer school. But yeah, I liked it before the construction wall ball,
Yeah.
the big
Oh,
ass
the
pavement,
and
just
the
running on the
fuck-
pavement, dude.
Yeah. That school was like the best because it was so like, it When you look back, you're like, oh, this is a super small school. This is a very cheap school. Like, we're not a very wealthy little
small,
school.
huge classrooms.
Huge.
Like, kids.
Oh, yeah. Our classes were huge. Like, that's what always confused me when, like, the other towns are like, oh, there was, like, 11 of us, and we had one class.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there weren't multiple classes. Grades didn't have multiple classes.
Yeah.
When ours were, like, you always were, each year were like, fuck, like, I better not get separated from my boys.
Yeah. Well, yeah, when I got to middle school, even high school, middle school and high school.
Loudon had the numbers.
Oh, yeah. I had at
time.
least 8 kids
Mm-hmm.
in my class. That's half the class.
Mhm.
16 kids. I'm with 8 people I've known my whole life.
Yeah.
So it's like, it was always nice. I don't know. I think it blows all the other schools out of the water anyway.
Oh, yeah. It was just, like, so...
Here we are. We
You-
always get caught up in Loudon.
I know.
It's-
You learned so, like, the education probably wasn't awesome. But, like, the experience and, like, the care
Yep. The care.
was...
That's the
Like,
biggest thing.
The teachers, like, from there were so different.
And they're still there.
Oh, yeah.
Miss Beatty, Miss Herrick, Mr. Herrick, Miss Bouchard's still there. Roberge is taking a year off. One of the reading room teachers is still there. Staples is still there.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. That's, like, see, like, dude, that's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to the fact, like, fully, I had Beatty twice, and then 3rd grade, again, like, my mom freaked out. Because Kim, Scott, everyone else, all of my friends all had her.
Yep.
I didn't, and they were literally said, we don't think it's a good idea for Josh to have her. Like, he's very already attached. He's
Yeah.
had her twice, like, because I really was, like, I would not trust teachers
Right.
for so long. And then, like, once I did, I was like, all right, I'm cool.
Yep. Exactly.
And, like, he needs to experience more people. Like, it's not,
Yep.
we need to. But my mom made such a big deal. They were like, all right, he can go to Beatty for math. So, like, when math time would come, I would ship off to her.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then, like, I did senior year, I did teacher prep. And I did my teacher prep
Oh, that's
internship
sick.
with her. So, like, I got to be with her kind of 4 different times in life.
That's sick.
Yeah. And, like, she came to, like, our grandmother's funeral. She's
She's
A1. Like,
yeah.
she's coming to my wedding whenever that happens.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
she's lit. She's
the
best.
best. She's the best.
I want to, like, when me and Cameron were first doing this, I was like, we got to get Miss Beatty on here. But I was like, yo, I'd feel so, like, embarrassed to ask. You know, like, she'd be
I'll
so
ask
cool.
her.
She'd be so cool about it, but, you know, it'd be like,
Can we call her right now?
no, do not call her right now. I'd be so embarrassed. I'd be so awkward. I'd be like, no, hi. But it's like, you know, because, like, you just care about these people so much.
Well, and that's the best part.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's nice. I don't think a lot of people have that at
No.
other elementary school, like,
No.
growing up.
And even if they care, like, they weren't like that. Like,
No.
I can't, like, not look, when you look back, like Miss Beatty, for example, like, she would dive so much of her money right back, like,
Mm-hmm.
and not even to, like,
All of them.
here's pencils. Yeah.
It's
Like,
dude,
here's
I've learned
shoes,
so
here's
much
this. Oh, yeah.
on the other side of how
Oh, I can't
much
imagine.
teachers actually get shafted.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's not cool.
No.
It's not cool. Like, it sucks. But you just have to, you love it.
Mm-hmm.
And I get that part. It's frustrating at times.
Oh, yeah.
That's for sure.
It sounds like like, especially, like, now, I think it's just, like,
Yeah, because there's so many
mm-hmm.
problems with kids
Oh, yeah.
these days, and
It's very different.
who knows?
It's so
Yeah.
different.
Well, that's like, okay, so you, Kim, and Scott.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, dude, Scott's, I love Scott. Scott's
Yeah.
one of my, anytime I see him, I'm like talking to him for like 5 minutes. Walmart,
Yeah.
if I see him working,
Yeah. Yeah, he loves.
oh, I gotta get back to work.
Oh, yeah, he loves the.
But dude, turkey trot, he was always obviously,
Yeah.
but I remember always finishing it and then running back
Yeah.
and just finishing it with them,
Yeah.
just because.
But see, that's it though. Like
Yeah.
that's the vibe Loudon gives you. Like they didn't like say like guys go. Like
Go with him.
They like created that foundation
Yep.
of teaching you those little things. So when that happened, you did it on your own. Like that's what's so different.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
So
such
many-
a special.
It is, seriously.
It's so weird, like to go back sometimes because a few times I've gone back, I'm always like, even like with the addition,
Yeah.
I'm like, you remember it being so big and shiny, and you're like, oh shit, like this shit's like almost 20 years old now.
Right.
Like, this shit's old.
Yeah. I remember even before the addition, dude, the pavement, wall ball, getting our soccer balls taken away. So then we had to play pinecone ball because like Jake McConnell and Travis Marr and like Brad Nash, they would all get into it. And then somebody would throw the ball at somebody and then we'd lose the ball.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, my great-grandmother has a saying about how no horsing around with put your elbow through your stomach or whatever. And then she had died. And then, like, maybe a week or two later, two girls are chasing me around the playground, and it had rained, so the wood chips are wet. And I slip, and both my elbows,
Oh.
huge bruises on both sides because of the way I fell. And I'm like, well, this is
Look,
what I
there it
get.
is.
This is what I get.
She called it.
Yeah. It's
There's nothing like it, man.
even then, like, even when the playground first started, girl broke her arm on the spinny things.
Oh yeah, dude, that was a risky fuck. I remember like we would swing, me, Brandon Westcomb, Phil Nash, and
Yep.
Tommy Schneider.
Mhm.
Would all,
Oh my
like,
God, Tommy Schneider.
Yeah, dude.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Is that one of the names you have?
I have not heard that name.
Oh,
in a-
really?
Dude, he rode my bus. Like, we
Yeah.
rode the bus.
Oh yeah.
So you gotta imagine. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
He like just had a daughter, or like it's like a year old now or something.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Jelly should be obsessed with him.
Yeah, oh,
That's why I'm like, I have
yeah.
not heard that name
Oh yeah, he was.
in such a long
I remember
time.
when he moved in because like he lived down the road from Brandon, so and Phil lived down the road from me. So like the four of us were always tight, but like me and Brandon were much closer, and Phil and Tommy were much closer.
Yeah.
But me and Phil got a connection because we lived closer. Him and Tommy got a connection because they were closer.
Yeah.
So it was always like the four of us, but like we would swing as high as we could and then jump off.
Yeah, yeah.
And just like try and get ourselves fucked up on
Yep.
the wood chips.
Fuck that.
And the teachers would be like, stop. What are we doing? You guys can't be on the swings anymore.
Fuck that. I could never.
Young boys are stupid as shit.
Dude, they
They're
are.
so dumb.
And now, dude, it's like, I can't even get into like the drama that goes on in elementary school, dude. It's
oh,
elementary school.
I can't
Like,
imagine.
You would not even believe, like, telling people to go kill themselves.
That's nuts. That is crazy.
Like, writing it down. Like, not saying it, but writing it down brings it.
I like couldn't even imagine saying that.
Yeah.
though. Like I wouldn't even like imagine that. Like, not even like that's so fucked up. Like it's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah.
But like I couldn't even like
days
comprehend
of
that as a
suspension.
like as a comeback. You know.
Yeah.
Like if someone was like, "You're a loser. You don't know how to spell."
Yeah.
Like I would never be like, "You know what? Kill yourself." Like.
Yeah. Boyfriends, girlfriends,
Oh yeah.
doing stuff.
That's nuts. Because like you said, like Jilly was obsessed with Tommy.
Yeah.
It was like, because I remember that, like when Tommy moved in, like I remember, like he was a new kid, so ever like girls had crushes on him, but
Yep.
like boys didn't give a shit about girls. Like we're always
Yeah.
like, we're trying to play. Leave us alone.
I was totally different, but
oh really?
Oh my God,
Oh, we used to
dude.
get so mad.
I loved it.
We'd be like playing games and like Holly Peroso or someone would show up, dude. We would be. Me and Holly have always been like pretty close because same thing. We rode the bus.
Yeah.
And like we used to like talk shit at each other.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Being from that time
Yeah.
and be like, yo, you're always trying to get her and like someone else, and would always be like, "Yo, we're trying to play. Chill.
Yeah,
Leave
yeah,
us
yeah.
alone."
Yeah, no, I was the opposite. Kindergarten, ever since, always loved.
Love the ladies.
Yep. I would get cheered on, chugging my Kool-Aid, my Kool-Aid bottle.
Just
There
crushing it.
goes all of my snack because I have to show off
Oh yeah,
during snacks. So I don't have a lunch now. So there goes.
that's a tough. That's a tough. Like once
Do
the
I
high
show off or do I save my snack for later?
when the high comes down of everyone cheering,
Yeah.
you're just like, oh wait, fuck.
No, just two girls, just us three sitting at a table, cheering me on. Yeah, no, I always second grade. Caleb Raymond and I, that's when I met him. We were all about just making people laugh. So that's where I got like that itch for it, because then we would just make these two girls laugh all the time, and it just blew up after that. I had a huge crush on that girl. I'm not naming names.
Oh yeah.
No, I can't. I can't. And then she moved in 4th grade, I think. That sucked.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, it sucked. But then I got a girlfriend, so that was cool. Dude.
No, it's.
Oh.
I have like a similar thing where I don't know who this person is. I never could figure out her name. I've like fought to try and find records and like get proof, but like, because again, like I grew up with Kimmy, like before we were even school.
Right.
So we like went through kindergarten, all that together, and we're in kindergarten with a girl, and she.
Were you AM or PM?
I don't know. I think it must have been AM. Because I remember like being home in the afternoon watching like
Right.
All My Children with my mom while she did laundry and shit. But like there was this girl, and I think she was kind of Asian with dark hair, and I remember having a massive crush on her. And I would be like,
Asian with dark.
maybe like that. And like again, like I might even just be like misinterpreting or forgetting it incorrectly. But I would like even ask Kim. I was like, "Yo, you have our old like
Yearbook.
yeah," and like that was the only year she couldn't find or like get. So I was like, I just want to know what happened to this. Like, she was real, right? Like, I was going nuts trying to figure out who this was. It was killing me. Still don't know. Could be just a figment of my imagination. He was always like, I thought he was like quiet. Yes.
Quiet.
That's
Him
why
and
I was like,
that's why like him and I think we're good friends for so long. Literally from 2nd grade to sophomore year, I went to a charter school, and then he and our friend Chris followed me because I was like, dude, it's lit here. I'm the only one here.
yeah.
I do nothing. There's homeless people that go to school here. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So they came, but him and I, he was just always quiet, but then he got louder. He got more. He found his voice, I should say. But yeah, I had a girl like that in my class, my kindergarten class. That, like, I have a picture of when we went apple picking, the whole class, and she's there, and I'm like, back like years ago, like 20 when we were going through like jelly stuff or whatever. I was like, I saw the picture and I was like, that girl. Like, it's like there was always.
Yeah.
I remember her, but I don't remember her at all.
There was some weird vague memory. Never hears this.
Yeah, right.
I wrote it a couple times because
You're
like
on bus 6.
if like if we would go to Brittany and Ashley's
Oh,
for like the morning
Yeah.
to like help with like the babysitting place they did.
because there was a girl
We would go there.
on that bus, and maybe she will hear this, maybe she won't. She would lick the window, and then she was labeled window licker, and then people would chant it at her.
Who is that?
I have no idea.
Oh, I don't know.
Because Caleb rode bus 6.
Oh.
So when I'd go to Caleb's house, we would
Huh.
chant that.
I felt a little bad because like I took bus 3.
Oh, that's why I'm saying this. I just wanted to say
yeah.
sorry. Sorry.
I joined the chance. My bad.
I might have started it. I don't know.
Dude, that's not bad. I
You
promise.
could lick windows. It's fine. Gross, but fine as long as it's the
very
same
good.
window.
Yeah. As long as it's
And-
the same spot, keep doing it.
Even though middle schoolers, high schoolers are probably sitting there. It's gross.
We
Yeah.
I used to take bus. I would take bus 3, and like that was the same thing. Like every bus is close knit, but like we were really close knit.
Mhm.
So when I would take bus 6, sometimes like everyone there would get like mad at me, but then I'd get on bus 6, and like that went through like the trailer park. That went through all the different areas of Loudon. So like that bus was fucking filled.
Yeah.
So like it was so much personality.
Yeah.
And I remember when I got on, I was like, all right, yo, like I need to make my stamp.
Yep.
So I was like way too like, everyone quiet down for a second and like make announcements. And I like one time I felt so, this is like, you know, like you have a core memory where like, I wish this person knew how bad I felt.
Right.
But like they probably don't even remember it.
Yeah.
I got up once and I was like, yo, who likes me more than Thomas Carter?
Oh.
For no reason.
Carter.
I can't. There may have been a reason. Yeah, glasses, black hair.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
For no reason. Like we were friends.
Yeah.
I can't remember if we were arguing about something.
Oh,
Like even
no.
playful. Like I wasn't
Yeah.
trying to be vengeful. And like, I got majority, but like, not close.
Yeah.
So I was like, and then like afterwards, I remember as soon as it happened, I was like, oh, why did I just now make him feel like no one likes him?
Yeah.
But I was like, I can't now turn back.
Right.
I felt so bad about it.
Yeah. Fuck. I think I when I got to a certain point, I ran the bus.
Oh yeah.
I had the 1-seater.
Oh dude, that's a life changer.
Yeah. I mean, I was nice to everybody. I talked to everybody. I mean, I wasn't mean.
What bus were you guys?
So we started out on bus 3,
Okay.
but we got moved to bus 2.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say because you guys were like a route bus 3 would have taken, so it's weird.
One, we were last, no matter what,
That sucks.
and there was a huge stink, which I don't know why there was a stink, because it was an easy fix about how we were getting off the bus at first, so we weren't last.
So you'd be like first.
They were having us cross
Yeah.
106, and they were like,
Yeah, that's kind of a fucked up.
I don't want to do that. So then we got thrown onto bus 2, and bus 2 goes up by J&D's, down, comes back,
And loops.
and loops back past the house. So that's the way it worked out. And bus 2 was sick. I loved bus 2, and she was whatever she's doing. She was drunk, I think, from what I've heard.
Oh really?
Yeah. And then, like, fucking this kid, Ed, like, when we got into middle school, we were riding with the high schoolers, right?
Yeah.
So, the high schoolers I had, the seniors were pricks.
Yeah, that's how ours were too. Yeah. There's a
freshman year.
There's a big turf war on
Maybe
our bus.
this was freshman year. I'm thinking of freshman year, I think. I had this kid, Philip, fucking big, fat fucking kid.
Yeah.
He was a prick. One time he got punched in the nose, put a tampon in his nose. But there's this kid, Ed, that would just fucking give me shit and hit me and shit. And I told the bus driver.
Yeah.
And she put me in the front seat. And I'm like, what are you doing? This is not
That doesn't
me.
make any sense.
I'm like, I'm getting attacked here, lady. I'm getting elbowed in the ribs and shit. And she's like, you're causing problems. I'm like, all right. So then I threatened to, go to the...
Yeah.
And she was like, you'll sit here the rest of the year. And I'm like, what the fuck? So, it was fun. Like, middle school was fun because when I got to 8th grade, 1-seater, everybody. I just talked to everybody.
Yeah.
Like even like the little kid, like the 6th graders. Freaking this one kid, Andy, fucking boogers all the time, like constantly, and I would just. And he was always the last stop.
Yeah.
So in elementary school, it was always my sisters and I and this kid.
And him, yeah.
So he wouldn't talk.
Once you hit like the halfway point of a bus drive,
Yep.
like it's a ghost
And
town
there's
now.
like 5 people left.
It sucks.
It's silent.
Yeah, like you used to be so jealous of the people who were the last few rides.
It was nice.
Because you're like, yo, you get the whole hang time.
Yep.
You get to be here for the whole thing. Like I
Yep.
used to be so jealous when I'd get off, and there'd still be like 4 or 5 of my friends.
Yeah, because we would go from the middle school, Lovejoy, Old Shaker, go up. So Tommy rode my bus, so we would go past Tommy's house. We'd go that way. Take a left. But it was so strange how buses worked.
Yeah.
Because, like, we drove by a bunch of people's houses, but they weren't on my bus.
Oh yeah, it makes 0 sense. Yeah, same with us.
So,
Our bus 3 route, yeah.
but then other people on that same road were on my bus. So it just never made sense. But when I got my license, that was game changer. And then my car fucking shit the bed and I had to ride the bus for like a week, and I was like, fuck.
Dude, I like never wanted to, like, before we moved out of Loudon, because I think we were like, it must have been almost freshman year, if not, when we moved to Salisbury.
Yeah.
So like we moved in Loudon just up the street, so we just stayed on the bus. Like I just ended up being on the bus longer. So like all I did was go up the street. But like I remember moving, and it was like before I moved, because it was the same thing. Like we have intense turf war with high schoolers.
Oh yeah,
dude, it was because like we had like the Gagneys and like Bobby something.
Ricard.
Yes.
Yep.
So like they were friends with my cousins, but like they didn't like I would talk shit, but then like my friends would talk shit. So like then if they were mean, like I would like we just because like we had the Broiders on our bus. So like me
so
and
you had Jake
McConnell.
Zach. No, you had Jake the McConnells.
Probably
lived next to
Phil. Yes, yeah.
And they had their own turf.
Yeah.
The fucking
there
bush.
Was
bush.
There was
the one tree you couldn't go by. If you were at either one's house, you could not go past this fucking tree, or they will come out.
Dude,
and yell
there
at
was
you.
so much beef within this bus. Like I'm not even kidding. Like our bus driver was so nice.
Yeah.
But like the amount of times we'd pull over and she'd like have to do a walk up and down. Because, like, we'd stand up and be like, fuck you, fuck you, and, like, screaming at it. And it was like, dude, shut up.
Yeah.
But, dude, their house was so, the Nash house.
Yeah.
Like, because I remember before I stayed back, like, I was friends with Brad.
Yeah.
But then, like, we always rode the same bus. So I got to stay close with him. But then I became way closer with Phil.
Yeah.
And, like, anytime we'd go over for Phil's birthday, me, Brandon, Tommy, we go over, but Phil had broken his leg, and it was like the winter or something, so we wanted to go outside, like we're elementary school.
Oh no.
And Brad rolls in and was like, yo, you guys want to go shoot BBs? I'm like, yeah, dude, let's roll. And Tommy stayed with him like the good friend.
Yeah.
And we go outside and we're messing around, and Phil's inside like fucking all pissed off.
Yeah,
we come and he's like, what the fuck, you guys ditching me for my brother?
Oh no.
And then we go, dude, I felt so I mean, I don't feel bad now.
Right.
But
right.
like,
well, you could have played a part, so it could be
true. This could be
your fault.
Yeah, it could have built up. This might.
You did this.
It gets
kidding.
dude. No,
Kidding.
it gets worse. We go to sleep. Do you remember like above their garage? How it was like they renovated it, so it was like a little computer room, but then they had this like weird little loft thing.
I think so.
It was really weird.
It was. Anytime I went there, it was uncomfortable.
Yeah,
it was quiet. It was weird.
Yeah, it's ominous quiet, but there's always arguing.
Yeah.
In quiet, and you're like, what?
Yeah. I never stayed over there, so
No, I only stayed over a handful, and it was like for those of like birthday, something like that. And like I lived down the
I
street
was
from
friends with Brad, but I never.
Phil would do some crazy shit.
Yeah, well, yeah. I was friends with Brad, and Phil was always the crazy one. I think that's why I never stayed over, because Phil was always too much for me.
Oh yeah.
So like, I couldn't, because then they
would
they're brothers and they would go at it, and I'm like, dude, I can't.
Dude, yeah, they would go to war.
I don't have this much energy for.
No. And he would take it so like on his that same birthday, in that little like loft thing, it was like would barely fit the four of us to sleep in. So like we would me, Brandon, and Tommy all got up without saying a word to him. Got up and slept on the couch because they had a big sea couch. So he got mad and he got up, came to the sea couch. So then we waited until he fell asleep and then we all jumped back to it. So then it just became a game where we try and piss him off.
Yeah.
Because we knew it'd rile him up because we get so riled.
Yeah.
He was always weird. Like he was, I mean, obviously now what he did now, but like he used to always be into like pyro shit and like blowing shit up.
Yeah, he was just a very loud kid. His laugh was crazy.
Yeah.
He was always, but like that's the craziest thing. Never bad.
No.
I think.
And like the few times he got in trouble, like it was mostly honestly out of. I think I remember a lot of it. I used to look at it and be like, it's because of who he hung out with, and it was like he was always like craving the attention of others, especially like the Broiders.
Oh yeah,
like he just
because they were new.
Yeah,
they were new. They were fucking cool.
And then they go on wife swap.
Wife swap, dude.
That shit
they
was
were
nuts.
Fucking cool as fuck.
Dude, I remember getting
Rick's the fucking man.
Oh really? I think he's a fucking lunatic. I see that dude. I'm like, dude, you're nuts. I want.
Dude, he's fucking in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
No. Costa Rica, maybe. Bought a fucking piece of land. He's building something down there. I love him.
Is he every single like couple years? Like I'll see something pop up.
Bro,
like, this motherfucker does something different every year.
He travels. He was traveling across the country in a van with whoever his girlfriend,
whoever his new wife is.
Yeah, because he's got a new girlfriend now. I think they broke up. Maybe he doesn't have a new girlfriend yet. But yeah, no, he's like
their house was sick though.
Their house was sick, and then the fucking MMA.
Oh yeah,
I never went there.
No,
I was never
their barn like on the top of it. They like made it in like a little movie thing.
Yeah,
but
I was never friends. I didn't have any of them in my. Oh, Addison.
I was more friends with Mackenzie. Me and Zane always had beef. Me and Zane were like always.
Yeah, Jelly always liked. Zane was always the one that.
Yeah, I never understood. That's why I didn't like him. It was like everyone loved him. I was like, this dude's a prick.
Yeah.
If you hear this, man, like I know we're good now, but like.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I fucking love all of them. I haven't seen Addison or Mackenzie. In forever. I've seen Zane and Zach. Zach's fucking crushing life right now.
He's doing like flooring or something.
Yeah, he's doing flooring. He's got a kid.
That dude's good.
He's with Jordan Jeski's sister, Nadine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's crushing life right now. He's doing awesome. Zane, I know he has a daughter.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. I saw him a handful of years ago. I think like at my work or something.
Yeah,
and like that's a part. Whoever your like rival was when you're younger, that's always somewhat in you.
Yeah.
When you see the person, you're I'm a bad person. Like we're cool.
Yeah.
And we even like said it. We're like, damn, it's too bad. Like we were such dicks to each other. We would have been good friends.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I've got one. That.
Like, is it like real beef? Because me and Zane's was like stupid child.
No,
stuff.
like this was like
real
2017.
Beef. Oh, okay, real beef.
I went to like the hospital, mental hospital, because like I was just not okay.
Yeah.
And then Snapchatting my girlfriend while I'm.
Okay, yeah, yeah. That's a real enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we break up or we take a break. Fucking 2017. And I'm like fresh out of the hospital, so I'm like still like out of it. Her snap score goes up 400 points in one day, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? You're gonna ignore me all day?
That's nuts.
And then they end up dating fucking 2 weeks later.
That's fucked, dude.
Yeah, he's
That's
a fucking
messed up.
huge pussy. I don't know if you're. I don't know. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Who was it? Oh, hold on. Let me see this. I think I know who.
You can block out the name. 'Cause
Yeah. No, I got you.
You can leave in that he likes to get pegged. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who this. Yeah. No, that fully checks out. I remember seeing how this dude operated in high school and seeing him.
Yep.
I'm like, this dude's such a fucking tool.
Dude.
He's such a, like, he would flip his personality to whoever would give him the slightest attention.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the audacity to be like telling me that he's not talking to her and all this shit and how like they were talking before her and I started dating, but like her and I dated. So she was in your grade, freshman, and I was a sophomore, but I was in freshman classes. So
Yeah.
and I was like, dude, I've literally known her for a while now, and we've dated already. So I don't care. You can't tell me you weren't talking to her when she told me you guys were talking, and I saw it on her Snapchat. So it's like, what the fuck? But her and I are good now too. So her and I are fine. She's doing great. So
Who was I? Oh, I might have told you last time. I can't remember. But like definitely not to that degree. But like in like middle school and then like or like half of high school, I dated Dakota Shed. Oh, okay.
that's who I dated.
That's
Yeah.
right. I was trying to think of him like, who do I know that I remember seeing him with? And then it was like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Um
That's who it was in 2017 too. So
I'll cut that though.
yeah.
So when we were like towards the end of our, and it was like Rocky,
Dakota Shed.
Mark Blondeau, who
Oh.
was like we rode the bus together. Like our families were friends.
Yeah.
Like very close. So we hung out a lot.
Yeah.
And I remember like hearing whispers from people of like, like Mark's really talking shit about you to her. And then I would like ask her and she'd be like, no, he doesn't. But then like I would see like messages of him like talking to her, but like not weirdly and like not from her end, like him. And you know how like you can see another dude like trying to put game,
Yeah.
but it's bad, like
Yeah.
But if someone saw it, he'd be like, what are you talking about,
Yeah.
So I remember seeing it and be like, I'm in this situation of like, if I freak out, I'm the one who's an asshole.
Yeah.
But if I do nothing and something happens, like I'm also the one who played myself for not doing anything.
Yeah.
So I remember one day we were in the library on the computers.
Oh no.
It was like almost the end of the day, and it was like me, her, and him, and it was like they had a class together, and I was like, all right, fuck it. Like I was in a bad mood or something, so I show up, and I was like, I skip my class, I go hang out in there, because I also like someone maybe have told me.
Yeah, that they were in there.
So I was like, fuck this, I'm going. And I'm sitting in there and it made like the whole vibe different,
Oh,
I was like,
yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
nuts. I'm like, you're my girlfriend, you're my friend. Like, the vibe shouldn't change because of me. I'm the reason here.
Yeah.
I'm the one here. Like,
Yeah.
what are we talking about? So I was like in a bad mood or whatever, and I can't remember, something was said, and I like said something snarky, I was just like, dude, aren't you talking shit about me? And he was like, what? And she was like, what? And created this whole thing. And then I was like, dude, I already know you're talking shit about me. Like, that's so fucking two-faced or whatever.
Yeah.
And made a big deal about it. And then like I told a bunch of friends of ours, I was like, yo, I'm not talking to this dude again. Tell him if he tries to talk to me, I'm gonna fucking light his shit up. Don't. So then we didn't talk, like we weren't friends.
Yeah.
But our families are still friends. And like my aunt,
no.
his parents get a divorce. My aunt and uncle get a divorce. My aunt, his dad move in together as like friends. That's what always was
Yeah.
taught, and like cool, and like that's what it was. But obviously, like adults, be adults. They fucked around.
Yeah.
She got pregnant. All kind of like within the same time too. When like I was like, yo, I'm not cool with him.
No.
So that happens, and his dad like ghosts. He was like, no, I want nothing to do with the kid, like blah blah blah. So I remember being like, your son's a piece of shit and you're a piece of fucking shit. Like fuck your family. You guys are a bunch of bitches. Yeah, it was this whole thing, dude. Yeah. And then soon as
Oh, so it was your aunt.
my aunt and his dad.
Oh.
So my cousin is his brother.
Fuck.
Yeah. So but when he was born, then he switched up.
Yeah.
And was like, no, that's my son, that's my boy. And I was like, dude, fuck you, you're fake as fuck.
Are they together now?
They're not together. They were never even together.
Wow.
But like they're cool now. Like
Yeah.
it was, like probably just emotional. If like they were close. I guess I don't blame them. Like as an adult, you'd be like, yo, what are we doing? Like we're already in a bad spot. We both left our person, and we're just moved in together to help each other out.
Yeah.
It truly was like nothing between them. It was probably just like, but.
Wow.
So I had like so much ammo, I had so much like, yo, you guys are scumbags.
Yep.
And like, it took a while for me not to like have my cousin like talk about his brother, and I'd be like, your brother Marky's a bitch, dude. It was so hard, so often. Oh yeah. I'm like, oh, Cameron's so young, but like then when I compare him to like kids I coached, I'm like, oh, he's so much older when he's really not that much older.
Well, and that's like the crazy thing. I think about like I was 19 years old and I had a girlfriend that literally had just graduated high school. So like in my head I'm like, oh, she's young, but she's not.
No,
because we got together in like the summertime, so she graduated. I was at her graduation, whatever.
Yeah.
It's funny. I never will because I'm married. I love you. A woman older than me.
Yeah.
It's the strangest thing.
Maddie's the only person who's ever been older than me. But that's partially because I stayed back. So like anyone who was in my grade was always...
Not to be fucking weird or anything, but it was always like 2 years, 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. Well, that's the same with like when I was with Brooke Palmer. Like she was like a grade or two below me. Obviously, it'd be like weird now, but
yeah,
it's if you date someone like 2 years younger than you right now, it's not weird. But,
no, 26.
Exactly.
But like, I could never like a 21-year-old now.
No.
Like
no. How like different does that actually feel? Like not like
well, plus girls now, like 21-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I guess it just plays on where you are.
Yeah.
Here, the girls are all the fucking same.
Yeah. Well, like I met like one of Cam's friends, and I was like talking to her, and I was like, my head hurts. Yeah. Like listening to how she talked.
Yeah.
Like just the lingo, I guess. And just like, I don't know, like it just felt so different to be like, I don't even understand you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And she was the same age as him. So like, I guess it's also personality, but I was just like, I could see
where she's from.
You grew up in like
Manchester.
In just like social media and shit,
Oh
like,
yeah,
just that vibe,
Not Manchester.
Where I was like, oh,
Manchester.
But that, yeah,
social media, being on it,
huge, big change.
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine, especially with a kid now, let alone, fucking God forbid.
Dude, I'd have. Phones were dangerous enough, like when we were in school. For like
middle school, I had a flip phone.
Yeah, and
I had minutes in 6th grade.
Yeah,
and they were gone like that. And then Jelly and I are using my mom's phone. So then we're fighting over who has my mom's phone to fucking text people.
That's funny.
So and then you're remembering numbers.
Yeah,
like I've lost them, but you asked me 4 years ago. I've got people's numbers down.
That's crazy.
Who it is, you had to. I'm not saving girls' numbers in my mom's phone.
Oh, that's
so then my mom's like,
"Who's this?
Hey, who's this?"
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck that.
That's so funny.
Fuck that.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, yeah.
What a different time. Yeah,
you had to type everything
3 times, 3-4 times. That was so fun though.
It was the best.
Yeah.
Always wanted a Razor, never got one.
Oh, dude. I still got I have all of my old phones.
Really?
Yeah.
I was
They're in
a
a bucket
fucking
over there.
piece of
I'll
shit.
show you after.
I used to destroy my phones.
Oh,
I had
yeah?
that indestructible phone,
Oh, yeah.
so it was my dumbass too. Let's make it destructible. Fucking
Gotta prove
throwing it up in the air, letting it fall down. Oh, it still works. Dude, such a fucking asshole. My mom's old phone still works.
I remember it was like in high school. Like it was the one time I like seriously broke my phone. And it was like when you had smartphones.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, fuck. And I keep all my old phones.
Yeah.
So while like we had to wait a week for like my new one to come in or something like that, or whatever amount of days, I had to use one of my old ones.
Oh, no.
And I remember like texting, I was like, dude, what the fuck? And like
Yep.
I couldn't even get some like photos people sent me from it. Like I had a buddy who like tried to send me something. I was like, I can't even get it.
Yep.
It's not even working. That shit
Dude,
was nuts.
Envies were my fucking favorite.
What was that?
The Envy, that was like, it had the keyboard. You flipped up.
Oh, was that
And
the
then-
one that would like go like that?
Mhm.
And
No.
it would, oh.
It was a normal phone. The first one was really clunky.
And then it would slide.
It would push open. It would flip open.
Okay.
The last one they made slid up.
Okay.
And those phones were the fucking best.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah.
Dude, I almost got like actually like arrested.
Really?
Yeah, dude. So in middle school, dude, at the end of the year, every year I'd get in trouble. Every single year. At the very end. The last like 3 days. I'd always
Really?
somehow get in trouble. Like not on purpose. I
Yeah.
wasn't like, let's get summer early. Like I was always just like 6th grade was the Washington trip, right?
8th grade.
That was 8th grade? What was
Yeah.
6th grade? 6th grade was something.
6th grade was Mount Washington.
Yes.
The boat.
Yeah, what did I say?
You said Washington, and I instantly thought DC.
Okay.
So
feel-
that's okay.
Yeah,
okay.
you're right. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah,
Mount
the
Washington.
boat.
Yeah.
Got in a fight on the boat. We all almost got arrested for that.
Jesus.
7th grade, I think, was like the beach trip, where you got to go to the beach, or at least we got to.
I don't remember doing anything in 7th grade.
It may have just been us because we got to go to the beach, and I remember like we got in, I don't know, something happened, but I don't know, we got in like trouble, but like through it is when I asked Dakota Shed to be my girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then I got in trouble. 8th grade was DC,
Yep.
and then like someone brought weed.
Yep, of course.
And someone ratted them out, and our rooms got searched. But then we came back, and then at the end of the year, during field day, and my parents were not happy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I
Because
guess
it does make sense, because they were like, this is technically...
bro.
So
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
Well, that's like
I was like, good point.
that's like when I don't know if I talked about this the last time. When I was in 8th grade, at the beginning, like in the summertime, Ian Tucker and I we were really good friends. And maybe I talked about this the last time, but I didn't know this, but his uncle was a gun enthusiast, so he had fucking shelves of guns and cases. I didn't know he was handing them out to a bunch of other people.
Oh.
So we're in his fucking grandmother's basement, which is on school property,
Yeah.
and we fire off a fucking 44 Magnum
Oh, fuck.
in the basement, and it's loud as fuck. And we are like, we gotta fucking go. So I put a gun in my bag,
Oh, dude.
and we take off because it was loud.
Yeah.
And then we see a few of the more popular girls that Ian's friends with, who we weren't really friends, didn't really like us at the time because we smoked weed. This was 8th grade was when nobody didn't like weed really.
Yeah, it was a real split, dude.
Yeah.
It was like,
And
and
then-
if you did it, like the people who didn't like you thought you were like a bum.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then freshman year came and everybody's fucking smoking weed all the time and just stupid shit. But so I have a gun and 6 more people have guns and we go to DC and my dumbass, the gun is just in my room in plain sight.
Dude.
Like, my dad is not dumb. He knows what a gun case looks like.
Yeah.
It was a Colt 45.
Yeah.
And we get back, and he's like, so...
Oh, dude. That
Like-
sucks.
And I was like, fuck. And he was like, well, were you just planning on doing anything with it? I'm like, no, dude. We were just had it. It was just fucking cool to look at.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, well, Ian's uncle fucking finds out.
Oh. He's probably rip shit.
Oh, yeah, because he's a collector.
Oh, yeah.
And, so, fucking, he calls my dad, and this is at the time where Ian we were friends with Zach Edwards and me. So, his uncle calls my dad. Granted, he was right talking about me, but I made it seem like he wasn't talking about me. He was talking about the other one. Sorry, Zach. I love you. You know that? He was like, they're smoking weed. He's a bad influence. I was always the bad influence, but it was never... I didn't start this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sorry, Ian. Cheers to the past times, but it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I got fucking thrown the fucking shit end of the stick
Yeah.
under the bus each
Yeah.
time.
Oh, yeah.
And so I apologized, whatever, gave the gun back. I don't give a fuck. Just big names, big popular kid names were involved in this situation. And the school, his uncle, fucking told the school that a bunch of guns like that was happening.
Oh, my God.
And, well, when we saw that summer, we saw the girls walking around, we were like, oh, look what we have on our bags. We're on school property.
That's...
Because he's literally, and we
Yeah.
were just walking
Right,
around.
Yeah.
And then it became such a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, what were you guys doing this summer on school property with them? And
Yeah,
I'm like,
why do you have
what
them?
the fuck are you talking about?
There's no school.
And everybody, because this happened throughout the school year, obviously. After DC, the school found out. And then one of the kids, and if he hears this, he might know what I'm talking about. His dad goes snowmobiling. Brings a gun when he goes snowmobiling.
I mean, makes sense.
There was ammo there was bullets in his jacket pocket. This kid grabbed his dad's snowmobile jacket and wore it to school the next day. This was like the winter time, obviously. So after everything had cooled down,
Oh, God.
we had put it all to rest.
Yeah.
He's like,
Oops.
fucking bullets. So then we all get talked to again.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Because that is like... That's my bad.
Exactly.
Like,
Complete accident.
Why would I check? I'm not going to
But-
check these pockets.
But then I got in trouble. Somebody...
But that makes no sense. Like, the fuck are you calling everyone else for?
Exactly. And then I got in trouble because somebody told somebody that I had brass knuckles. I didn't.
I didn't.
I did. I found them. And I brought them to school and I was showing people them. I've never seen them before. They were fucking
Oh,
cool.
yeah. Oh, yeah. You see them
And
on
then
shows and shit. and you're like,
fucking-
that's cool.
I didn't tell many people because they were just in my shoe.
Mm.
They were in...
Like a fucking prisoner. Yo,
in my shoe. Yeah, literally.
That
A
is so
fucking
funny. Yo, pass my shoe.
so then like, and this was around like weed and stuff like that, and then I got accused of bringing drugs into the school in packs of gum because that was my thing. I just had gum on me all the time. I didn't do that.
That's so funny. Like they're just constantly trying to like.
Well, and she
get
opened
you on
all my
something,
gum.
though.
She literally opened
That's nuts.
all my gum.
Can you imagine
And
sitting
I'm
at a
like,
table
are you
and-
fucking kidding me?
That does suck.
I got lucky, but I didn't get caught.
Yeah.
So it's like, and it was all that year.
What a messy year.
Fucking yeah. It was a messy year. My grandfather had died. I tried out for the football team. Didn't make it because my grades. And then all of that fucking went down. Then Call of Duty came out and it was fucking great again.
And then fucking Call of Duty, so I called it a day.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's nuts.
Yeah. Yeah. I never got in trouble like that. But then I just started to not give a fuck.
Yeah.
Eighth grade.
Especially after that, though, like, they're like hammering to try and get you on something.
Exactly.
That's what's of like going through all of
and
that.
like-
Then it's like if you think I'm gonna do, because that's like how I am with my sister. Like she treats me like I'm an annoying, still like 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, all right, if that's how you're going to perceive me right away, then that's how I'll act. It's the same thing of like if you think I'm gonna be doing this bad shit, then I might as well do it. You're gonna try and hammer me and catch me on shit that it's not happening. I might as well give you something.
Yeah. Well, in that year, I had a sleepover. Ian Tucker. I'm not going to name the other kids. Ian's the only one because I know Ian just would not give a shit and I don't know what the fuck he's doing or anything like that. The other ones would care. We had a sleepover at this kid's house. I didn't bring any weed. I didn't bring anything. I didn't bring the tent. The tent wasn't mine. The sleeping bags weren't mine. So we light up a joint at night and fucking kids don't know how to rip a joint. And it's burning holes in the sleeping bags.
Oh God.
So literally like 2 or 3 days later, I get a call from Ian's mom and this other kid's mom, and they both threw me under the fucking bus saying that I brought all the stuff and all this and all that. And I'm like, and I'm a bad influence and I'm not allowed to hang out with their kids anymore and all this shit. And it's like,
that would piss me off.
what are you
so
fucking
much.
talking about? I remember being at my camp
Yeah.
upstairs looking for something, or I was doing something, and I'm talking to Ian's mom. I'm like, what are you talking about? This, and this happened, and it wasn't me at all. There was 5 other people there.
Yeah.
How am I?
The only person.
Well, him and him said that you brought it and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, these motherfuckers. Throw me right under the fucking bus for no reason. All people, because we were all close.
Yeah.
And the other 3 weren't really, because they were cooler.
Yeah.
They played sports.
Yeah.
Ian, myself, and this other kid didn't play sports.
Yeah. So it was an easy.
And I got fucking shit canned for it instead of the other guys.
I'm so grudgeful, dude. Like if I was you, I would still hold grudges. Like I would never be cool with somebody after.
Same kid next year tried blaming me for bringing pills into the school. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? That's insane. Don't.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to you since last year because you threw me under the fucking bus to your mother
About this.
about lying. And now I'm getting this too. And
That's nuts. It's so funny of like how many parents, because like I remember like, because MV had some bad kids, like actual bad kids.
middle school or high school? High school, yeah.
More middle school
Middle
because they didn't get
school.
kicked out yet. high school they started to like tear off. But like it was always nuts to be like, how do you not know your kid is like a massive piece of shit?
Exactly.
Where I'm like, the writing's right there. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a phase. He's a psycho.
I'm trying to think of who. There were just bad kids.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Gagney, I have no problems with him. I see him, I'll talk to him. He's a local. Fucking, he was a rough rider.
Yeah.
We'll call him that.
Yeah.
They were rough riders.
Yeah.
They were roughins.
I can't remember his name. I don't know who he was, but it was like in high school. And it was like our freshman year. And that was like, me and Sean Sweeney have always been close, but like especially freshman year. We had every single class together. Freshman and sophomore.
Yeah.
Every single class. So we were together all day, every day. It was so awesome, dude. It was the best. And so we, it was like after lunch, and we were waiting to go back into Mr. Bailey's class. And we're like just talking, waiting, and we're like with a couple other people. It's like our whole class waiting outside. And some random dude who's like a sophomore or junior walks up. And he was like one of those kids who like clearly was going to get expelled at some point, you know? Yeah. And he was like, walked up to Sean and was like, yo, I heard you're talking shit about me. And he was like, what are you talking about? Yeah. And he was like, that's what I'm hearing from this person, that person. And he was like, dude, I don't know who you are. Because like, you know, yeah. Sean's not going to cause problems.
Back in the day, yeah.
Yeah. But also, like, if you're going to talk shit, like, he's not going to hold his mouth. Yeah. Like, he's going to be like, you're a fucking dipshit. Yeah. And he was also trying to do good at that point. Like, he was really trying not to be a piece of shit.
Right,
and,
right.
Cause problems like he did when he was younger.
Yeah.
So out of nowhere.
Very energetic kid.
Yeah. And the kid, like, got in his face and he was like, fucking fight. He was like, I'm not fighting you. Do you know how fucking stupid that is? And he was like, fucking fight me. And he was like, no. So the kid punched him in the side of the head and made Sean hit his head on the wall. Oh. And he was like, dude,
maybe I remember
what the fuck?
Yeah.
And he was like, and, you know, did the, like, fight me now, thinking that was going to, and Sean was like, I'm not fighting you.
Yeah.
You hit me. Now you're in trouble, not me. And then the kid, like, talked all this shit. And we were like, what the fuck? Like, dude, you're a lunatic.
Yeah.
You came up to this person and, like, he really didn't do anything. It was just misinformation. And the kid just took it and ran and was like, let me go fucking sock this kid.
Yeah. Of course. Usually how it works, you know?
Yeah.
That year, your freshman year. So my sophomore year. That's crazy. He must have been, I don't remember. I got into it. I love Spiro now. I've always loved Spiro. Spiro and I had a little bit of an issue that year.
Me and him had issues when we were younger, for sure.
Well, he had broken up, and he was like trying to talk to her or whatever. Let me build up to that.
Okay.
There's two girls. This is my story of how I'm a piece of shit.
Okay. Let me build up my case.
let me build up how I'm a piece of shit, how I was a piece of shit at this time, and I feel really bad about it. We'll bleep out the names.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Was on the soccer team with Jelly.
Yeah.
She'd come over. Best friends with Jelly.
Mm-hmm.
Hang out with me. She had soccer party, JV soccer party, or middle school soccer, JV soccer party at the house. Was supposed to sleep in a tent with my sister at night. Slept in my room that night, and this was all like before.
Did she have like an issue with this?
Jelly?
Yeah.
Not really.
Like, what the fuck? Why you?
Not really, because she was fucking talking to all my friends.
Oh, okay.
We went back and forth.
Okay. So it was she was kind of like, all right, I can't be mad because.
Well, she was pissed.
Oh, okay.
Because I was be in there with her.
Yeah.
And so this is all before school started.
Yeah.
And then we get to school, and her and I are like dating, but like we're dating, but we're not dating. It's very fucking confusing.
Oh yeah.
And saying all this stuff, and I have classes with freshmen,
Yeah.
and I flirt with in the class because we had 2 classes together,
Yeah.
3 classes together in a row, or something like that.
Yeah.
And
She in my grade?
yeah.
What am I doing? I have a fucking yearbook. Fuck am I doing?
Yes.
I'm so fucking stupid.
Yo, shout out Call of Duty Black Ops 6 coming out real soon. Fucking NCAA coming out real soon. PS5. Hit me up. Let me know. I'm always trying to play. What year is that?
This is my senior year.
Your senior year? Okay.
It's the only one
Well, so
that was so unnecessary. I really didn't need it.
No,
But
no.
that helps now.
yeah. So while I'm going through this fucking shitstorm of whether I'm not ignoring me, Tristan from Andover,
Yeah.
he's new.
Yeah.
He was a new kid.
Yes.
So instead of her walking with me in the morning, she started walking with him. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Am I like, what's going on? And then, like, one night, she's saying all this stuff. Then the next morning before school, she, like, breaks up with me. And I'm sitting in my fucking kitchen with my backpack on, and I'm just devastated.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You just said all this stuff last night, and now it's like
Full 360, dude.
yeah, 180.
Yes. Good. That's
Well-
a better point. Yeah.
Well, no,
Makes no sense.
360 later on. Hold on. So she's fucking doing whatever with whoever, and then I start talking to. I go to the house. I hang out. Nothing happens. Obviously, we're just fucking hanging out, and then, like, hey, I'm sorry, and I'm like, fuck. What am I gonna do? What do I do in this scenario? And so this happened twice.
Yeah.
I did this to this poor girl. So I stopped. And I got back together. Same thing. Boom. And like, I don't know if I want to talk to you
Oh.
now because of this. She did. She shouldn't have. Because then it came right back.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's when I think came into the picture,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, okay, sorry.
All right.
And then her and I were together for like 9 months, and we had broken up a little bit, and Spiro tried to interject, and then we had. Do you remember how there was 2 gym classes, and at the end of the day they would fucking join together? Well, she ends whatever with Spiro, starts dating me again, and then Spiro and I start going at it in this fucking dodgeball game that we're playing, and I'm going hard, like
That's so
sliding
funny.
just to tag him,
Yeah.
to get him out.
Yeah.
I'm fucking sliding. I slide. I tag him. I smash into the fucking bleachers. Bruise scraped my side. She's sitting right there. So it happened right in front of her. And she's like fucking laughing. I'm like, this is high school.
Oh yeah.
This is fucking
yeah.
great. But yeah, him and I had a little bit of a issue because of that.
Do you remember? What was her last?
Dude, we'll go through the yearbook.
Yeah. She was a grade below me. She was like really quiet.
Yeah.
She was a super quiet person. She did. I had like, I can't remember, like some sort of class, and then I would always have to like go into, what's that thing that's like across from the library, but it was like a student would like run it or something. I think that's where you'd have to go get late passes, maybe.
It was like the office. It was all
Yeah,
one big fucking
Yeah.
straight shot.
But there was
'cause-
always like a student in there. Like a student would work it for some reason.
Yeah. Because there's that side entrance.
Mm-hmm.
The library's on your right.
Yeah, and that little office was on the left.
Left, yeah.
And I can't remember, you like sign up for something. But so for whatever reason, like she was a good enough student because it was always like a good kid.
It must have been like a student council thing.
Maybe. And so she was in there a lot. So I'd always go over and I'd like flirt and I'd like really put in work. And I'd constantly be trying to ask her out on a date.
Yeah.
And she'd always say no. Because she'd be like, no, whatever.
Yeah.
So it got to a point where I feel bad because like I still see her today for
Really?
football. The main office woman,
Oh.
the like really nice one.
I don't know if she's stayed the same since I was there.
I assume so. She's a little bit bigger. Yeah, her. So she liked me a lot. Like she was always really nice to me. She's still super nice to me.
Yeah.
And so like she was always there every time I tried. And she would,
Oh, no!
but she would back me up.
Yeah.
She'd be like, "Josh is such a good kid." Like
Yep.
she'd be my wingman. So
Fuck
she'd
yeah.
like hype me up. She'd like back her too, but she'd be like, and I'd be like, "Come on, like help me out, put him in." So she constantly, it would be that thing where like every single day, I would be like, "Come on, let's go on a date." And she would always do like the no.
Yeah.
And I would, the office lady would try and hype me up, help me out. And then it was right before I dated. And the day said yes.
Oh.
20 minutes later, I was like, do you want to like date? Because like we were kind of, because like if you're telling me no, so then finally she said yes, and I was like, same thing. I was like, what the fuck do I do? So I then was like, well, I always felt so bad, and because it was like she wanted me to put in all that work, and then she finally said yes, and I was like, never mind.
Dude, it's the stupidest shit.
It makes no sense though. It was like, well then now you can't be met.
Yeah.
If you said yes from the start, where would we be?
Exactly. Bro, there was a girl I chased for 3 goddamn years. Sophomore year to senior year at my cousin's school. I didn't go to school there, but I had my license. I went to all the basketball games. I worked my way in to be the cameraman for the basketball team.
Dude.
And the soccer manager for the soccer team.
Of a school you don't go to.
Of a school.
That's fucking nuts.
It was amazing. Dude, I got fucking brought up on stage during their graduation. Fucking, the librarian, she's an amazing woman. This school's small. It's Prospect Mountain.
Okay.
So in Alton. So they don't have really anything over there other than soccer and baseball.
Dude, free labor, let's go.
Well, they just had another student do it, if anything.
Yeah.
My friend Alex was the other cameraman, so it was lit. So we're just on the bus all the time. But, like, at graduation, I don't know this is happening at all. And she does this whole speech about how there's one more person we have to talk about or whatever. He's got probably more friends than people that actually go to this school do in the school. Because I was friends with everybody.
Yeah.
And she, like, had me stand up. And she was like, and, like, everyone's clapping, whatever. Wow, all these kids that I've been partying with for the last 3 years of my life know that this is happening. No one told me what was going on. And she's like, oh, well, she's like, stay standing and come on up. And I'm like, I'm walking down and I'm shaking my head. I hated getting in front of people. Hated. We made the front page in the Alton paper. We took a selfie on stage. Like, it was just lit.
Yeah.
It was awesome. But back to what I was talking about. I chased this girl for 3 years. and I didn't know I didn't know she was a lesbian. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Which, when I found out, the more I thought about it, it made sense.
Yeah. It checks out, I guess.
It made a lot of sense. But, like, then there was, like, little things about how, like, after graduation, I met this girl that I didn't know because, obviously, I'm fucking blinded trying to get this one girl's attention. And her and I start dating, and she gets mad at me for having a girlfriend. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You didn't want to do anything. You didn't want to hang out. You didn't want to talk to me. You didn't want to do anything. You only wanted my attention when we were fucking hammered, and that was it.
Yeah.
But even then, that was barely anything. So, a few years ago, I say maybe like 2018 or 2019, I asked her, I was like, did you know, like, the whole time in high school? And she was like, yeah. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, when I tell you, I was not a sane person because of this. Because I just wanted her. I wanted her attention. I got nothing. And I was always, I'm too much. And I don't know if she remembers saying this, and if she ever hears this, whatever. She told me, I'm 16 years old. She said, you'd make a really great husband, but I'm not looking for that. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking?
Yeah.
16 years old. Great. I'd make a great husband. Whatever. What the fuck's going on here? And then fizzled out. I saw her. She went to the same college as my cousin. And I had gone up there a couple times, and I would drink with her and her roommates and whatever, and she'd get all fucking touchy-feely, and I'm like, what are you...
That's such mixed message.
What are you
so
doing?
Mindfucky.
But this was, like, before she had come out, really.
Yeah.
And then, like, Halloween, I was hammered, and we had gotten into a big argument before we got to the big party, and I got kicked out. I didn't get kicked out. I was asked to leave. And my cousin wasn't there yet. He was meeting me at their house. So I was like, okay, what the fuck ever. Yeah. So this is like, I'm drunk walking around Plymouth State fucking property. No idea, because I'm walking back to my cousin's house.
Yeah.
I walked past, back and forth, his apartment 5 times.
That sucks.
People are calling me, and my phone's like gonna die, and I'm like, dude, I have no idea where I'm going.
That's so annoying.
2 days later, some fucking people got stabbed on, like, right there.
And
and I'm like, well, that could have been me.
That could have been a lot worse.
It was not me. Ugh, dude, women are fucking crazy.
That's like, because do you remember
friends with the girl that killed my sister? So fuck you.
I remember I saw that.
She was at her fucking wedding.
I saw that.
Yeah, she was at her fucking wedding. Bum ass.
I was like,
fuck you.
How do you?
Yep.
Because
they worked at the shitty fucking bar together.
Yeah.
Cheers. Mm-hmm. Fuck that place. I gotta fucking air out some people.
That place does suck.
Oh yeah, fucking druggies everywhere. That's how they get hired there.
Mine's very not drug. Like, sounds like you definitely have actual, like, info on them. Mine's so, like, not intense. Like, we just ordered food multiple times, and they just, like, never made it.
Yeah.
And we waited there for 2 hours.
Yeah.
For takeout.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, just known druggies. That's the thing.
And then, like, the manager would, like, just not show up.
Yeah.
And then, like, I was, like, asking for him for, like, the 3rd or 4th time. I was like, go find him. And he was like, well, he's doing trivia. And I was like, anyone can ask questions. And he was like, well, then I don't know where he is. And he'd, like, go pretend to look.
Yeah.
And then some other dude showed up, and he like rolled up, and he was like, "Go fucking get this guy," and he was like hostile about it. Like I was just like, "Dude, come on." I'm getting annoyed.
Yeah.
This dude was like, "Go fucking get him. I'm not doing this shit."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, I'm this guy." And I was like, "No. Shut the fuck up. Go get his ass."
Yeah.
My buddy went through this with him before. He's a
Oh,
fucking...
he was getting food?
Yeah. This
Oh.
guy like ordered food and his shit was cold when he got it.
Oh.
So he's like, "Go fucking get him." He's like, I've had this happen with a buddy. Your manager's a fucking pussy.
Yeah.
And he ghosts people. He doesn't show up when he says he's going to. Go fucking get him or I'm going to come get him. So the kid left and he goes, "Sorry, man. I'm fucking pissed."
Yeah.
He goes, "I'm not trying to cut in front of you." And I was like, "Dude, you're good. I've been trying to like, get this guy for an hour." He goes, and then he told me like a similar thing of like a same kind of thing happened. And he was like, my buddy waited for him for an hour and he just never showed up.
That's
so
insane.
he's like, "I'm not doing this shit." So the guy rolled up. He was like, "Sorry, guys. Like, I've been trying to get over here." And he was like, "No, you fucking weren't. Shut the fuck up. I got cold food.
Yeah.
I'm not going to keep doing." And the guy was like, "Oh, guys, I'm sorry." And gave us like both like $100 gift cards.
Holy
And
fuck.
I was like, yeah, we were like, all right, well, it wasn't worth our time, but
give me $300.
I know. I was
gift
like,
cards.
dude. And the guy was like, "Fuck that guy." I was
Yeah,
like,
no, it's
for
a
sure.
fucking just a shitty place.
It
They
sucks.
hire shitty fucking
Oh,
people,
it's so bad.
but they all circulate around.
Mhm.
Macris, fucking same fucking people.
Dude, yeah. That place is fucking dog shit.
Yeah.
The pieces of shit that go to Macris. dude.
Yep. Macris. It's like,
And they think it's so cool.
I know. I don't fucking get it. And
It's nuts.
I can't speak poorly on beanies, but they did have a fuck up, I guess, last year. So
Hmm.
some
Beanies, what's
lady,
that?
some local left drunk,
What's
and
beanies?
Spiro and his brother's fucking place
Where is it?
where the Hungry Buffalo was.
Huh. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. They already had their slip up with somebody leaving there, but the guy was in the middle of the fucking road walking drunk in the middle of the road and got hit by a fucking car. So, who's really at fault? But yeah, no, that place is just a fucking shithole. And yeah.
Dude, that's a lot of places that like, dude, like you said, Cheers, Macris, their draft.
The draft,
Dude.
Tandy's,
Yeah.
Panucci's, like,
Yeah.
I've never personally been there just because
I haven't been
from what I've fucking heard, but it smells like feet and shit like that. But Panucci's isn't bad, I don't think. But yeah, no, just known drug addicts fucking working in and out of there.
And it's just like like Tandy's, like Maddie's sister got married like 2 years ago, and their after party was in the back.
Oh,
when
yeah.
they like how they have it like renovated and it's really nice now.
Yeah,
It's cool. Like we're cut off, like we were separated from the club and stuff. But like if you wanted to go in or like go to the bathroom, you have to go through that back like DJ area.
the dance.
And like all of her family, like I would have to walk her, like her aunts and shit, to go to the bathroom and go
Yeah.
over there because fucking creeps are there.
Yep.
And they like invite that.
Oh yeah, no, and the guy that owns it or runs it or whatever, he's a fucking
Oh yeah, they all fucking suck.
yeah. Dude, it's fucking. People are just
It's a fucking terrible area. Like
It is.
especially business.
honestly,
The business people who are in this
yeah,
area of the state are real shitbags.
just nasty, and then the people. Granted, hold on 1 second. Don't have to go yet, but shortly, really shortly.
Really sharp.
But yeah, no, and it sucks.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't know what the fuck these people are doing now. I mean, Maggie just got out of jail 3 weeks ago. She's fucking, who
That
knows
sucks.
what she'll do. I haven't heard anything about her since then, so that's nice. I know she's probably not going to fucking hang out with any of her fucking loser friends, hopefully, but I mean, they're all a bunch of fucking losers anyway,
Yeah.
so.
That's how I feel like. I mean, I'm gonna cut this because I don't want to deal with their drama. But she's just also a lunatic.
Yeah. It's in their blood.
Yeah.
It's fucking in their blood.
It's a lot of families.
Dude,
It's
fucking
a lot.
yeah. That's a fucking like a whole different. We would need like a board.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Red string.
Yeah.
Getting looping it around.
We would need a board.
Oh yeah.
Cool, cause like there's like 7 families that are all related because of marriages.
Mm.
I'm related to the Beans somehow, some way.
Oh really?
Fucking dude, fucking left, right, diagonal, L1, R1. I don't fucking know. I don't know if it's the Beans. I don't know
That's
who the
very
fuck.
funny.
I don't know who it is, dude. I just know like through marriage,
Yeah.
families are related that way.
Yeah.
There's just so many.
Yeah.
Gagneys, Daniels, you guys, us,
Landry's,
Bartons, Beans. That's about it. It's the whole town.
yeah, that's done. You're done.
Fucking
Dude, it's nuts. There's so many.
yeah. What a gibberish episode.
I know. We always like force our way back. That's why it'll be good when Cam comes.
Yeah,
Because he's
yeah.
so young, like he doesn't remember or know
We gotta get topics.
nearly all the Loudon stuff, so he'll be able to like cut it. So that'll be good.
Yeah. What a fucking gibberish fucking.
That's what it's about, though, dude.
Yeah, of course. I
Oh,
fucking love it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Thanks,
yeah.
man.
Hey, yeah, no, thank you. I'm
Oh,
fucking ready for the next one.
Oh yeah.
I just want to say this water kind of tastes like dirt.
Yeah.
It's
Bro, I had a case of water.
Skyra. I don't know how you say
Not
it.
great.
I don't know how you say it. It's water filtered over the ages through basalt and lava
Lava.
and bottled daily from self-replenishing source.
Daily.
Nothing is added or taken out with a naturally high pH of 8.88 imported from Iceland.
How's it filtered if they don't put or take anything out?
They must just
You
have
know,
people bottling it
They're just
right
like
from the
right out of the river. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah,
Dude, water companies, that's the way to make a quick buck.
it seriously
It's
is.
so easy.
Yeah. Don't try it. 2 for 4 at Dirty 30 though. So if you're in Pennacook.
You need some really bad hydration.
Yeah.
You don't want to be happy about it, but you'll be hydrated. That's the way to
Give
go.
it a try. I like water. So Body Armor. Sponsor us, Body Armor.